YouTube, episode 193. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna go over this was called Buttercup Lying Under Oath. Ksoo trial.
Queso.
Yeah, it's a rapper's name.
Oh, I'm like queso, not over no cheese.
Like
Queso.
K and so.
Oh, what are these rapper? Now I ain't that damn old. These rapper names is just ridiculous. He looked like he done something.
So this the guy that's on the stand, that's like the friend or somebody, I don't know.
Well, he looked like he done something
Ended up
too.
being an innocent bystander whom was shot during a drive-by shooting on another target,
Mm.
right?
Right.
And you were formally charged with that homicide, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
As was your very best friend in the world, Chris Brown,
Yes.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Chris Brown, who you've known since you were 9 years old, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And your friend Derek Hudson, also charged, right?
Correct.
And the actual target's name was P Money, right? That's his nickname?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you searched P Money out, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you were going to get paid to kill him, right?
Correct.
You didn't know exactly how much, but you knew it was going to be at least 10,000.
So I think this is the defense cross-examining this person.
Mm-hmm.
So this person that's on the stand is supposed to be going against the guy that's on the defense, and apparently, I don't know. You'll see.
Okay.
Maybe as much as 50, right?
Correct.
And that was exciting, was it not?
I want to say exciting, but
Well, you and Abdul Robinson Sr. was going to put up money for that, right?
say that again.
Abdul Robinson Sr., who's also charged in that homicide, right?
Yeah.
He was the one that was going to give you the money, right?
Correct.
He's the one that put you up to it, right?
Well, no.
I'm sorry?
No, he didn't put me up to that exact.
Okay. You just knew he was willing to pay you money
Yeah.
for P Money to die.
Well, really, like, not specifically, but yeah.
Okay. In August
Man,
of
oh
22
man, oh man.
of 2020, you're charged with 2 separate murders, a home invasion burglary, home invasion robbery, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. And you knew that either one of those murders could get you life imprisonment, right?
Right.
And more than that, you were charged with second-degree murder, right? And that's what you've entered pleas to, correct?
Right.
And you know that second-degree murder, under the laws of Florida, can be sentenced up to life imprisonment. No mandatory, but a judge certainly can impose that, right?
Right.
It gets different with first-degree murder, doesn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were fully aware of that difference, weren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Because that difference is that for first-degree murder, when you think about it, when you premeditate it, there's only one sentence, and that is you will spend.
Wait, so he got charged with what?
With second degree murder. And then home
But
invasion.
she just said that. What did she just
He
say when
took
she?
rewind it back, but he took a plea. And then I guess she's saying with the second degree murders, he knew that the judge can go up to life, And he was like, yes. And then with the first degree murder, it's like life. So I think he took a plea to avoid the first degree from the other charges, the two, because she said two murders and a
Uh-huh.
home invasion. So if he must be on the defense, he must be for the prosecutors testifying against his friend, and maybe that's what helped him get the plea deal if he somewhat cooperated and they were able to not bring the charges down and work a deal with him.
See, friends be your enemies.
Yeah, it looked different when that stuff is on paper. They off a man for themselves at that time.
The rest of your life in prison, mandatory life.
Mandatory.
So you knew that both of those murders, if you didn't come to some kind of deal, were going to go to first degree murder, right?
Right.
So you were staring down, not one, but two mandatory life sentences, plus an additional, you knew you could get up to life for the burglary, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You could get an additional 15 years for the aggravated fleeing, right?
Right.
So in August of 2020, you
They
decided,
giving out numbers.
I'm going to look out for me, right?
Correct.
And by this time, you fully knew the state theory, correct?
As in,
You knew they thought Hakeem Robinson was the shooter, right?
I guess.
Well, they laid it out for you, didn't they?
They didn't lay nothing out to me.
And yes or no, sir?
No.
Is it your testimony that when you walked in August 2020 and met with the state attorney's office, that you didn't know the state of Florida thought Hakeem Robinson was the shooter?
Well,
I'm sorry?
I won't be able to answer that.
Well, either you knew or you didn't know, sir.
I just know they wanted the truth from me.
Okay.
That's what I gave them.
Okay.
Good response.
But you
That was a good
decided
response.
you wanted others to be prosecuted, right?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, you wanted Leroy Whitaker to be prosecuted.
What you mean you don't understand?
He know she's trying to trick him up. She's trying to get him in a roundabout way admit on the stand pretty much the reason why he took these deals was, one, he was facing all that time trying to avoid that the first degree murder, and they knocked it down, and then two, sitting up there saying that he gave his friend up in order to get the deals. That's what she's trying to get him to do. But she's trying to get him to say it on the stand. I think he understands what she's asking him, but he's thinking at the same time, oh hell, she ain't supposed to get me on this stand tripped up like this. What you say? That's
It's
why
too
she just
late.
said, so did they lay it out that your whatever that man's name is was the shooter? He probably looking at her like, I ain't fixing to say that on this stand. And in front of him too, I ain't fixing to say that. That's why he said the only thing he knew they wanted was to tell the truth.
I think she
And he
gonna get
said
him.
she probably will. But my thing is, he didn't work the deal out with her. So, I mean, if he keep kind of answering the way, I mean, I don't know why he's doing it. I guess, like I said, he don't want to
What do you
blatantly
mean? He has to testify.
But he made the deal with, that's not the prosecutor, that's the defense.
But
That's the
you're on the
defense.
stand. You told the
I know
prosecutor that
that.
you're going to testify. When you testify, you're going to get cross-examined. And now
Yeah.
he getting cooked.
Yeah. And he can say, I don't understand. I don't follow you. He can say that.
But she going to get it out of him because he can't, like, if she already said that they got you on record and they laid it out, You knew all the information. That's why you gave us his name. How he gonna backtrack that?
Well, I mean, but
He
she
done.
wants him to say it on the stand to help their defendant.
He done.
Didn't you? Yes or no?
I just wanted to look out for myself.
See,
My
he
best.
ain't gonna answer directly.
Okay. Going back to those depositions, back on
Good
April
response.
10th
Good
of
response.
2024, and just so the jurors understand, we're all in a room together. I was there, right, sir? You remember me being there?
Right.
It's a wrap.
I mean, but he already got his sentence though, right? I mean, his charges reduced and made a plea deal. So now I think they're putting his friend on the stand, and he's called as a prosecutor witness for the state. And then now she's cross-examining him to make it seem like he copped this deal
Wait.
pretty.
So if you mean to tell me if he lied on his friend, his plea deal still goes through?
Well, I mean, they'll have to prove that he lied. And that's what she's trying to do by the questions she's answering. I mean, asking them. And it's like he said, the only thing I know was they just wanted me to tell the truth. Now, whose is his truth? Did he tell him that he's the one who his friend pulled the trigger or what? But I mean, like, and this commentator said, good answer, good answer.
You remember Mr. DeCoste being there?
Yeah.
You remember Ms. Kawas being there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
answer out loud. You remember Mr. Joel Cooper being there, right?
Correct.
And you remember raising your right hand and swearing to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You remember doing that?
Right.
Just like you did here today, right?
Right.
Okay. And counsel, I'm going to be on, again, this is April 10th of 24, page 124, line 23.
He swore on the oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Did he tell the truth?
Hell no. And what's so crazy is, so I think they're in Jacksonville or somewhere in Florida, and
Yeah.
there was like a little war going on for I don't know how many years between these rappers. One of them got unalived like a couple months ago, and the guy that they unalived was allegedly responsible for another rapper's brothers passing away, and one of the rappers survived. The guy that he's snitching on the stand, the guy that he's snitching on, you can't see him right now. He was right hand man to the guy that got hit up, and so they think that it's just a whole bunch of rap gang conspiracy stuff, and
Why come I ain't never heard of these? These must be like what they call underground rappers or something.
man, they like early 20s.
Cause I'm like, I ain't heard of none of these rappers' names.
Because they just rap about bad stuff and mentioning the wrong stuff. But
Mm.
yeah, we're gonna have to do a deep dive on that one day, so they could all come full circle. But yeah, so it's big if you know who the rapper is, but if not, you're gonna be like, what is this?
'Cause I ain't never heard of him.
Because they've been going back and forth like ping pong for I don't know how many years, like in Chicago or something.
Mm.
They get disrespectful, go to the other person's grave, do stupid stuff. Next thing you know, that person end up on the news.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's what's going on with this one. And so the dude that's on the stand is saying that they caught the guy that was dissing them and this and that, and the dude's dad paid him, and that's why he said 50,000 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's him and then the rapper's dad against him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It seems as though she don't think he told the truth at that moment, and she's about to expose it.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think? Drop down in that
Look
comment
at her.
section.
She looking.
I apologize, my notations are off. I will find that and come back to it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Once again.
And you can tell he being careful of what he's saying and how he thinking a lot before he answer, and thinking at the same time he's trying to answer.
Hey,
You are testifying against them to get out of jail, right? Just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Okay. And so your plea agreement, when you realized the state wanted your testimony, right?
Right.
And it worked out well for you, correct? I mean, you went from staring down 2 mandatory lives, having minimum guidelines of 41.8 years. And you understood the significance of that, right?
Yeah.
You understood that absent some statutory mitigating factor, of which cooperation is one, the court literally can't go below 41.8 under the laws in the state of Florida, right?
Right.
Okay. But they agreed to lower it for you, right?
Correct.
You got it lowered all the way that you can hope to walk amongst us in 20 years, right?
Correct.
Whoa.
what?
Yeah, they dropped it to 20.
How? How is that like?
He took a plea deal
No, like, how does that even make sense? Like, he gets off of 2 murders.
because it used like the old saying, the first one to start talking is the one to cooperate, and they'll make a
So
deal,
what, he just get a
and
participation grade and that's it?
pretty much. And I mean, he had a hell of a good attorney too for him to get a deal like that. I mean, can't hate him for that. Just fight for yourself. And whether he was lying, but I don't think he was totally lying. I'm pretty sure the prosecutors did some fact checking. I ain't saying he 100% telling the truth, but I know they didn't make that deal like that with him and knowing that he was lying and they couldn't collaborate anything that he was telling them. So it's some truth to some things that he gave them up.
And what's so crazy is there's allegedly rumors of a next RICO case coming or something like that.
With another rapper?
Uh-huh.
Mm, mm, mm. But that's because with all these record labels and that organization, that's how they funneling and doing their dirt.
But like, man, you never I kind of want to pause the video and show you because like, how much time we got? Like 25 minutes. Hold on.
And actually,
You see how the justice system works? Do you see how the justice system works?
Mhm.
Do they really care about the families of the victims?
Nope.
Do they really care about the families of the victims? Because this man right here that is sitting here, he stalked Lil Buck, found out where Lil Buck lived, took others to go see where Lil Buck lived, told others about Lil Buck, went and picked others up, drove others to the place, pretty much put everything together and orchestrated the unaliving of Lil Buck. And not only that, he was a part of another unaliving. And just because he's willing to tell everything that the prosecution wants him to tell, they're willing to possibly give him 20 years. He was facing
he'll probably
2
be out
life
in 10.
sentences plus another 15 to life to only possibly having to do 20 years. So do the justice system really care about the victims and their families?
That's crazy.
Drop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about that.
Like, you're never
Less than that.
getting out.
Because you have 5 years credit, right, sir?
For 20 years.
So in 15 short years, you can be out and walking amongst us, right?
He'll get out.
Hopefully.
And you do have a lot of hope for that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you feel in your mind it's justified that you should get 20, right?
Right.
Because in your words, you've provided justice. That, right?
Correct.
And that's why you, in your mind, should get 20 years for the death of 2 fellow human beings, right?
Right.
Okay.
That boy willing to say whoever, however, whatever to get up out of that penitentiary.
Your job, as we kind of sit here today,
I don't know.
and as
What
it
y'all
has
think?
been since you signed up officially in September of 2020, that's when you did your plea agreement, correct?
Right.
Okay. It's been to make the state happy, right?
Well, as I stated before, it's not to make them happy. It's just to tell the truth.
Well, you need to satisfy the state, correct?
Right.
Because they're the ones that are going to make a recommendation at the time of sentencing for you, right?
Right.
And they can recommend life in prison if you don't give answers that satisfy them, correct?
Correct.
They can recommend life in prison if you testify to something that's inconsistent with what they want you to testify to, correct?
Right.
And you have every incentive to give the answers in conformity with what you need to, correct?
Right.
And it's helpful because, as we've established, this isn't your first cooperation, correct?
Correct.
That line of questioning and his answering to that line of questioning, he should have answered the same way he answered earlier. But he just kept saying correct. He should have answered the same way he answered earlier. No, it's just to tell the truth. I'm just here to tell the truth regardless of the outcome. I'm just here to bring justice to the family and tell the truth. That's how he should have answered all of those questions. But when he was saying correct like that, that tainted his testimony. And probably not in every juror eyes, but maybe 1 or 2. You only need 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You only need 1 or 2 to stand tall, because they got to have a 12 to say guilty. He answered that wrong. He should have answered it how he answered it earlier. No, it was to tell the truth, and the truth shall set me free. She caught him with that line of questioning right there. She got him with that one. That made him seem like, they bought him. And he's willing to do whatever is possible that they want him to do, whether it's lie on oath or whatever it may seem, to get out. That's questionable. Let's keep going.
And interestingly enough, after you agreed to testify against your friend, Mark Clayton, you actually told him, hey, listen, I'll recant. But you knew you wouldn't, right? Like, that was kind of the funny part about it. You told him, oh, don't worry, buddy, I'll recant. But you actually knew you weren't. So you lied to your best friend too, right?
I wouldn't say I lied.
Well, you knew you weren't going, you told him, Mark Clayton, hey, buddy, I'll recant, right?
Right.
Okay, so you told him, I'm going to go in and tell the state attorney's office I lied. That's what you told your buddy, Mark Clayton.
Right.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you knew when you made that statement, you had no intention of doing that, right?
No, ma'am, I didn't know.
You didn't know you weren't going to do that?
I didn't know whether I was going to do it or not.
Okay. Same deposition back on April 10th, 2024. Let's see if my notations are right. 22. Line 17. Okay. Okay, so we were, and counsel, I'm on page 22, line 11. So we were discussing your testimony against your good friend at the time, Mark Clayton. So the question was, you were answering, so he was trying to get me to tell his lawyer that none of what I said was true. Question, to recant what you told the prosecution. Answer, right. Question, what did you tell him when he asked you to do that? Answer, I agreed, but I never did. Question, okay, so you told him you would do it. Answer, yeah. Question, but did the lawyer ever reach out to you? Answer, no. Question, did you ever reach out to the lawyer? Answer, no. So you did. You knew you were lying to Mark Clayton, right?
No.
What, you were still thinking about it?
His lawyer never reached out to me.
And you never reached out to the lawyer?
Because we had an agreement that his lawyer was going to reach out to me.
Okay, and I'm so sorry. So your testimony today is that back whenever this was, you made a statement against your good friend that allowed you to get out of jail, right? Isn't that what you told me previously?
Right.
Okay. And so you're living large on the outside, and you have conversations with your good friend, and it's decided amongst you two, you're going to go in and recant, right?
Right.
And your testimony is that you were struggling with that decision, and it was only because this lawyer didn't reach out to you that didn't happen?
I want to say I was struggling. His lawyer just never reached out to me.
Okay. The reality is you like being out of jail, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, is it your testimony you like being in jail?
I like being out of jail.
Okay. And you were out of jail, and you were willing to lie to
Yeah, these one-word answers are hurting him. He could have said that completely different.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't understand her point of getting at him not contacting the attorney. I mean, that boy's attorney should have contacted him. I wouldn't have picked up the phone either and just called his attorney. But he just told them what they wanted to hear and got himself in a good position. And then felt bad when his homeboy talked to him. He getting all this time reduced, this deal. He like, oh y'all recant. And then he just told his friend too what he wanted to hear. He didn't have no he didn't have no intention on recanting anything, because he knew if he probably would have recanted it, well, it ain't no probably, if he would have went back to the prosecutors and said, I'm recanting everything, his deal would have been off the table. He wouldn't have had a deal. He would not have had a deal. And then he would have got more charges for lying.
your friend to make sure that you stayed out of jail, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay. What would you say?
I didn't know at the time.
You didn't know that if you were going to recant? What didn't you know?
I didn't know what I was going to do.
Oh, you didn't know what you were going to do?
Yeah.
Ultimately, you did nothing. You enjoyed your time out, correct?
The time never presented itself, so.
Okay. You're actually no stranger to the witness stand, are you?
As far as
you
like right now,
testified?
yeah. As far as right now, yeah.
Meaning you've testified a lot, right? I mean, we just established you had 3 depositions in this case, correct?
Right.
And you've also testified in the Jermaine DuBose case, correct?
Correct.
And that was an interesting case. It wasn't in this courthouse, was it?
No.
It was in the old courthouse, right?
No, it was in this courthouse.
Oh, it was in this courthouse. So you were in one of these beautiful courtrooms, right?
Yeah.
And you walked right in, and a judge was sitting where Her Honor is sitting, right?
Right.
And the clerk swore you in, and you raised your right hand, just like you did today, and swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right?
Right.
And then you lied, right?
No.
Didn't you lie in the Jermaine DuBose case to make sure that he got out of jail?
Yeah, I lied in the deposition.
Okay,
But I
you
didn't
lied.
lie at the hearing.
Oh, so you just lied under oath in a deposition.
Correct.
And you lied under oath after
Why
swearing.
is the prosecutors not what do they call it? Object? Girl, they need to get him off the stand. That is crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, she
I
got
think
him.
they letting this go on for a reason because
Hey,
his
look,
his deal may get taken away.
she was just letting that bait sit. He bit them up. Hey, look, see?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's crazy.
who is this lady though? She good.
Mm-mm.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
Got
the
it.
truth.
Got
You're
it.
explaining to us you knowingly and intentionally lied, correct?
Right.
In a criminal case, right?
Right.
And what was interesting about this lie is this was a lie to help him get out of jail, right?
Correct.
Not because you liked him, right?
Correct.
Not because he was your friend, right?
Right.
You wanted to chase him down, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on. So he lied for his op to get out of jail, but he willing to tell the truth so his friends can go to jail? You got to,
Mm-mm.
you,
You done fucked up now. You know that, don't
boy, what? What? He's the
That
worst
even
kind of
makes
liar. He is the worst kind of liar. Boy, he the worst kind of. So you telling me he went under oath and lied for his op to get out so he can try to chase him down? But he say he willing to come under oath and tell the truth so that his partners can go to jail so he can get out. Nah, bruh.
Grimy.
I ain't.
In this courthouse, was it?
No.
It was in the old courthouse, right?
No, it was in this courthouse.
Oh, it was in this courthouse. So you were in one of these beautiful courtrooms, right?
Yeah.
And you walked right in, and a judge, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, right?
Right.
And then you lied, right?
No.
Didn't you lie in the Jermaine DuBose case to make sure that he got out of jail?
Yeah, I lied in the deposition.
To tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You're explaining to us you knowingly and intentionally lied, correct?
Right.
In a criminal case, right?
Right.
And what was interesting about this lie is this was a lie to help him get out of jail, right?
Correct.
Not because you liked him, right?
Correct.
Not because he was your friend, right?
Right.
You wanted to chase him down, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna have to do another episode on this some other day. On family.
Endless connections.
Man, look, you gonna do crimes, man, do them by yourself.
How about not doing it all? You're gonna
That's what I said.
always
If you
get
go and do crimes, but
you're gonna always get caught. Whether you're caught by the